Hello, Libra, and welcome to Hawthorne House. My name is Aria, and today I will be your guide as we journey through the unknown energies of the month of May as they are ever changing and shifting. And this is a general reading. Not everything that I say will apply to you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, Libra, I was doing these readings a very specific way. When I started, I had a specific deck that I would take, the archetype deck, the wild unknown archetype deck, and I would do a pre-shuffle and then see what came out in the pre-shuffle, kind of go over that, and then do a regular, like, get into it kind of shuffle here, and then continue on with the reading by pulling additional cards for clarification and yada yada yada, all that good fun structured but not really structured stuff, because I didn't have a question for the month of May for you. I don't have a question. Still, this is just a general energy check-in. We are going to have a look at what energies are surrounding you, what your energy is in. Really, we're just asking your guides, spirit, your gods, the cards, whatever you would like to send that question out to. I don't choose. Sometimes my guides come in and give me a helping hand in these readings, and sometimes it's completely unknown to me, and sometimes it's just reading off your energy. So we're gonna very much go with the flow and play it by ear, which was the original intention of all of these readings, except I had started them all with the same deck. Leave it to you to tip the balance. I am not doing that for this reading. I am going to use my Hush Tarot deck. Got the Two of Wands here at the bottom. Yeah, that's exactly the energy that I was feeling. I feel like you're hanging in the balance, Libra. I feel like you're very delicately balancing two things. I know it's not the Two of Pentacles, but it definitely feels like it's a two energy. It's very much the energy of Libra, the energy of balance, duality, and choice. So I guess I'm just gonna get into it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull some cards. I'm gonna see what the cards say, and then we're going to continue from there, because all my plans have been derailed. And honestly, that's probably for the best, because every time I start with a plan, I feel like I get too rigid, and like, I don't want to do that for these readings, for Hawthorne House. It doesn't make sense for me to be rigid anyway. I happened to reconnect with my Libra friend last night too, and we haven't spoken in quite a while. And I'd been thinking about them, especially as I was doing these readings, because a lot of like turmoil type energy, a lot of heavy energy was coming up for you guys, Libra. Every time I'd like turn to you, I'd feel you guys just in your darker element and trying to maintain balance in that element. And like, I touched base with my Libra friend, and that was basically how their life seemed to be going. All right, well, the cards only want to give me two right now, so we're going to look at these first and then see. We have, wow, when I was opening this, when I was shuffling this deck earlier for like a reading for me, and then to check in with Libra's energy before I even did the reading, this card actually was one of the ones I pulled on the split. It's the Six of Cups here. I found it interesting too that this particular Six of Cups, you can see that one of the cups there at the bottom is tipped over. I feel like usually the Six of Cups is very much the working together kind of energy. I feel like it's reciprocative. A give and take back and forth with sixes. I always think that. But with the Six of Cups specifically, it's a very balanced emotional give and take. But I know that a lot of readers do it as like, it's the working card sometimes. So I feel like you're really working to maintain the balance here, or the balance is about to tip. And with this Three of Swords card, wow, Are you guys going through some like heartbreak, some it's just, it feels like your emotional distress is high. And this image too on these cards, the Hush deck, is so, it just feels like a forced silence almost to keep that balance. There's like a bee, a wasp, possibly a spider, I'm not sure. It's an insect of some kind in her mouth, right? With the birds pecking around here, I feel like you're really trying to maintain this delicate balance, but you know, like something is tipping that balance or has tipped that balance. And the month of May is really going to see you finding the way to correct it, I feel like. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, the Chariot. All right. And then the Tower reversed beneath that. So I feel like you... I feel like you were waiting and sitting in this sense of heartbreak, right? Trying to maintain that balance. But something in the balance is tipped now. If this is a relationship issue, the Chariot's definitely giving me moving on vibes. It's, especially with the Tower in reverse here underneath the deck, I feel like that tipped balance was that Tower moment maybe. It doesn't feel like it was huge, but it feels ongoing. Like with the Tower flipped upside down, I'm getting this image of the labyrinth and the staircase. The staircases at the end of the movie where she's running around trying to get Toby, trying to reach something, but it's confusing. And then there's that instance where the tower, the stairs and everything, they just crumble away, right? And they're like suspended in space. I feel like that's sort of where you've been. Maybe you're at that you have no power over me moment. I don't know why that's coming in so vividly. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but I'm reminded of my Taurus whenever I think of that movie. Okay. What do we want to do? I feel like we need more information on May here. You have no power over me. Okay, what's this balance tipped in May for Libra? What's changing? Oh. What is the May energy for Libra? Just 2 cards again. You're getting a lot of duality here. And you've got a 2 at the bottom. It's the 2 of Pentacles. We went over this at the beginning. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. And then the Queen of Wands beneath. Yes, new energy. It is time. All right, 2 of Pentacles here. I'm going to show you that because we were talking about it and it's here, and that's that balancing act. I feel like it doesn't have that same energy in this card, actually. For some reason, I really thought this little bird was holding like an actual keychain with a key on it. There's no key on here, but it's like make your own key, like lock picking. A little bit dubious, a little bit devious maybe, but so, oh, you have 3 cards. Oh my goodness. Only make it 6. It's a balance. Okay. I had no idea that was there. All right. So, you have here the 10 of Wands. That burden. I don't know if I should read this as the middle card or the top card. We'll see. We'll see. All right, the 10 of Wands. So I feel like May, that 10 of Wands energy, it's gotten too heavy. And then you've got the King of Pentacles here with the owl. Owl. Very wise, which I really feel like the owl would almost fit King of Swords energy, very thought focused, which would be an air card too, your card, Libra. But in the King of Pentacles here, it's almost like I don't know. I feel like in this particular deck, it's almost like destroying what's been built. I don't know. It's got to be because he's tearing up this like cuckoo clock with the skull. But it very much feels like, rather than the King of Pentacles card where he's on top of his game, right? And he's like very much in his business mindset and getting things done. I feel like this is more sitting at the top and seeing what you've built. And then going, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to rebuild it. I'm going to tear it down to its foundations and rebuild it, which is that Tower card. And then beneath this, yeah, you've got the Ace of Wands. Starting over. But like with a new perspective, a new passion. This one's very tangled, but it's almost like growth from death. Growth in the form of that rebirth from death. Or almost phoenix energy. Decay giving way to new life, which I feel like I said earlier in this reading, but maybe I didn't say it out loud. I can't remember. Okay. Wow, you've got a lot of like it's heavy energy, Libra. I don't know what's going on, but you are maintaining a very, very delicate balance and like in the midst of coming to some sort of conclusion about that balance, maybe. I really feel like you're about to tear down your infrastructure. I don't know why. It's almost like you need an overhaul. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. We are going to pull, I did this for all the other readings, so this is the same, but we're going to pull some of these tea leaf oracle cards for you, Libra. Kind of expanding on your month of May energy, but also to they might line up as a story element. They might all flow together, and some of them might be different for each of you. Like not all of them will fit for all of you. I'm not going to make it fit a story, but if it fits your story, or if the story that comes out fits you, then I, take it as it resonates. I really am in love with this Hush Tarot deck. Something about it calls to me. You've got 2 timing cards here so far. I'm gonna draw them all, and then some from each pile, and then I will, for Libra's May energy, please. And then I will go over them. We'll go over your uprights first. And the Crown. That's not the first one that came out, but I really like it. All right, you've got Broken Bridge. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay. This feels like that earlier energy here. And then this card came out. This card. You've got June and July here as timing cards. I don't know why I felt compelled to draw those. Maybe because I was curious about this Broken Bridge timing, but you've got July came out first though, so we're gonna put that over here for now. And then June's got a very it's the midsummer card. It's not in this deck, but it's got that very midsummer celebration flower energy, even though it's got an angel in it, but it also feels very calming. So you might find a respite in June. I don't know why that's coming out now. It's out of order. Thank you. Can we stay in? Keep focused. Then you've got Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Okay. Okay, so balance breaks, right? That's that bridge. The unsuccessful outcome to a problem is that like you've been maintaining this balance, trying to solve the problem in balance, and that's not going to fly. I think that in May, that balance is going to shift one way or the other. And it might seem like an unsuccessful outcome It might seem like the negative outcome for this, I feel like, is what it's saying, but I think that the result resulting energy will be that it's either an increase in material, I don't know why I said mental, but keep that in mind just in case, material or spiritual growth. And then you've got the crown, honor and respect will come to you. So I feel like whatever this balance is that has shifted out of order, I feel like you have every right to kind of drop the burden. I feel like you are in the right here to just let the bridge burn. If it's a person especially. Hand. You've got hand here in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So it could be that you're looking for that. You need that help, assistance, and guidance. And candle. You will be shown the way. That's that hand, I almost feel like. In fact, I'd almost say here is almost the story that I see for you. July feels a little out of place, except that the card itself is giving me major shifts in July. So this reading doesn't seem to be just looking at the month of May, but the following 2 months. The broken bridge is the imbalance. It feels like you're cutting out whatever is causing that imbalance so that you can find new balance. It's going to be rebalancing the scales, Libra, but I think that's your specialty. I think finding balance in chaos is where you thrive. But you might need a helping hand to do that. Or some guidance, maybe just someone to talk to. But I really feel like if you receive guidance from maybe a therapist, someone close to you, a friend, a pick-a-card, I don't know, whatever like helps you find your answers, I feel like you're going to find them. And that answer is going to lead to this spiritual growth or material wealth, an increase in that, and respect and honor. June, I feel like here is that the answers are going to come to you and you might need help, but you are going to be tired after this month of May. Like this month of May feels like the breaking of the bridge moment. Then June, you need to like rest, heal, a respite. And then July, like everything kicks off, which leads me into autumn with this candle here. The coloration on it really is giving me October energy, and that's September, October. Yeah, is your birthday era. And what's interesting about that is I feel like in the beginning of the month's reading here in April, it was definitely August through November that the big shifts were starting, and yours might be starting a little bit earlier. And I feel like you need the extra rest because that shift is going to be heavy for you, especially after this broken bridge moment. I think you need to surround yourself with good friends and people that you can confide in and get guidance from. Because I feel like a lot of the time you're very much, you'll handle it on your own. Right? You can perform the balance in the act. And I feel like, yes, you can do that, but also you don't need to all the time. Sometimes a helping hand is good. All right. Libra, I am going to now draw some Lenormand cards. I'm finally learning how to say that. The name of this deck. For you, they usually come in subject, what's amplifying the subject, and the action that you take. At least that's how I've got it in my mind that they're supposed to be read, but I usually read them just as however they come out. Although the third one feels like an action a lot of the time. The first two are either past and present. Sometimes they're, it just depends on how they fall in the reading and what the voices say. Sorry, you guys, it's morning. I was supposed to do your reading yesterday, and there was a change of plans, and then I got in touch with my Libra friend last night, and I got this deck, and I just feel like it all clicked, and now I'm like trying to figure out, okay, where do I go from here? All right, Libra's month of May energy, please. Let's focus back in. The energies were high last night too. They were very, not restless, but very interesting. I felt Libra, the owls. Wow, you got more owl imagery, which I feel like I saw earlier. Yeah, the king of not swords, pentacles. Okay, the owls. That's all about communication. Sometimes it's about short-term communication. Libra, month of May. I always get wisdom from owls. You've got the stars here. That's navigation, navigating through darkness, I feel like. You've got the dog underneath here on the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to make note of that because the dog is like a loyal companion or friend. Again, someone you can confide in, but someone who is also very much in your corner. And you've got clouds. Okay. Owls, stars, and clouds. So I'm very much getting the feeling that you're trying to balance almost, or navigate, because the stars are definitely for navigation. They're also like destiny, vastness. There is a branch just scraping at my window, and it's freaking me out. But there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. Okay, so if you hear scraping, it's just a branch, and I'm going to tell myself it's just a branch so I don't freak out. Okay. But you're trying to balance or navigate through what is happening, like the words being said around you and your own internal thoughts. This is not how I usually read these cards, I feel like, but that is what I'm getting. It's that there's a lot of chatter around you. Maybe it's gossip, maybe it's you talking about things with other people, or other people just talking about what's going on with you. You know how you catch up with friends and you're kind of like, you both exchange what's the latest, right? But I feel like there's a lot of chatter around you, maybe regarding your situation. And while I feel like some of it's positive, like there's two owls here, so there's two sides to everything, Libra. A positive and a negative, but I feel like there's probably some less than encouraging talk about whatever this is. And then your own mind is kind of clouded too. But I honestly feel like you're handling it well, which I know is kind of weird. Like you think, oh, clouded mind, I'm not doing great. No, I feel like almost you are waiting for the clouds to clear, like rational thought. Maybe you're very much taking the time to consider what you want for your future, I feel like, and which way to tip the scale in your favor here, or rebalance the scales in your favor. Because if you drop this burden, right, the scale's gonna, like, I imagine the scale would drop on one side because everything else is on that other side. Now that you've dropped this 10 of Wands, I feel like that's probably what this King of Pentacles energy is too. Once the scale drops, once the balance shifts on that other side and the weight is off, it's almost like it's going to shake the side that has all the weight on it still. It's going to need a new foundation. I feel like you're going to break the scale, Libra. I'm not sure why, but I think it's with the purpose of rebalancing it, like realigning it almost. And I think that's good. With this Two of Pentacles, especially at the bottom here, I feel like your ability to balance is very good, Libra, and I think you should take advantage of that. Yeah, just sort of let go. But that is what I have for you for the month of May and possibly June and July. Definitely hold strong in your own energies. I feel like stay grounded, because things are going to get shaken up in May, but for the better. That's a lot of the energy that I'm getting for the collective as a whole, is things are about to be shaken up this year, but in a progressively like better outcome. All right, Libra, thank you so much for coming to this reading. I hope that it was helpful to you in some way or gave you some sense of clarity. I very much enjoyed our just get up and go attitude here at the beginning. And so I will probably continue with that energy for the rest of the day. So thank you for shifting my own balance. I hope to see you again soon. And if you liked this video and made it all the way to the end, please give the video a like. Anyway, bye for now. Okay.